KeeperHub now runs natively on Tempo. I'm going to go through 5 real Tempo payment workflows just by describing them in Claude and then run them on a live Moderato testnet. No code, no paid nodes. So first, let's watch a deposit wallet on Tempo for incoming PathUSD, and then also have it alert me when payment comes in over a set size. KeeperHub will check which Tempo actions are available before it then actually builds this in the app. And here it is, a transfer trigger watching PathUSD on Tempo testnet, a condition for amount over 100, and a Discord alert. It filled in the network, the token, the deposit wallet from my description. So if we click here, you can see actually that having been filled in with the Tempo testnet, the stablecoin token, and the deposit address listed. If we go ahead then and switch that on, and we want to now actually prove it end to end. So I was thinking we could send a test payment to that wallet from the terminal just to kind of showcase the actual execution. So let me just open that up here, and we'll make sure that we go ahead and run that command. And you can see now in the runs that we have the execution being loaded. So the workflow actually catches the payment, the amount clears the threshold, and the alert fires. All 3 steps are now green, and this is executing on Tempo, not just a simulation. So that worked out pretty well. You can actually see the exact breakdown of it here. Let me open up in the executions. You can see the output. We have the value there. We have the address listed. Yeah, there we go. Everything is listed as intended. So I think it's time that we then move into actually the second workflow, which takes an incoming payment and carries it memo through, forwards a fixed amount on, and expires a payment if it doesn't land in time. At least that's the idea behind it. So again, I'm gonna prompt my Claude agent here, which is connected to KeeperHub via MCP server. And you can again see that it's pulling up the Tempo transfer actions or the actions available in our app. And it's gonna go ahead and creating them. This is gonna be 3 steps this time: the incoming transfer, a payment expiry, and a transfer with memo that forwards 25 PathUSD and reuses, excuse me, the original memo. Here we have the workflow. It again is by default disabled, just so we don't have anything run without your manual intervention. Again, we can see all the information here, even with a description that's automatically been added to the exact workflow. We can see the recipient address, the amount, which matches the prompt, the expiration as well, labels, memo, everything looks like it's been populated correctly. So next step would be, let's run another test payment to make sure that we go through all of these 3 steps in this workflow. So I'm just going to go ahead again, open up the terminal, and make sure that we execute that run. And here we go. So transfer has completed, payment expiry is completed, and then the transfer with memo. Here's the output. We can see the address, the amount, the chain ID. Success is listed as true. And you can even open it up on Tempo testnet, and you can actually see it landed, memo and all of it listed here. Brilliant. Now, third use case is a swap. I run this on demand, sell 500 PathUSD for AlphaUSD through Tempo's built-in exchange with a tight slippage limit, so it reverts rather than fill at a bad price. Like always, you can see the Claude agent kind of running through that, and we'll be creating that workflow rather quickly. And there we go. 2 nodes, a manual trigger and the swap. Again, the manual trigger could be something else as well, but this looks pretty good. and it's chosen the swap stablecoins as the service from Tempo. If we go ahead and manually run it this time, you can see what the trigger worked because we clicked run, and then the swap stablecoins has also carried out. A complete fill within the limit. You can see all the information here. We can open up on Tempo testnet where everything also looks like it's gone through. Perfect. The fourth is about control. This signs a payment now, but holds it so nothing moves until released, either by a person or at a scheduled time. So here, if we type in Tempo, you can see the specific Tempo nodes available. And we're going to choose the service sign and hold payment. We're going to choose the amount 10, the recipient address, put in the memo, the release. You can choose again manual or at a scheduled time. We're going to choose scheduled time. Tempo testnet, and stablecoins, PathUSD. And I think that should be good. Everything's listed, scheduling here, so we can have it be relative or fixed date. We can just put in every 5 minutes and then have it valid before, again, fixed date, relative or dynamic, but we're going to say valid before 2 hours. So, and let's run it. And instead of sending, it actually parks a payment as held. So you'll see here that information comes through as the output. And here is the held payment waiting to be released. I broadcast it and it takes an authenticator code. So there's a real human approval before any value actually leaves the wallet. Super slick, very easy kind of flow to make sure that you kind of have that human intervention in that payment process. Again, we open up the testnet here and actually make sure that's landed, which it has, which looks great. So far, that's monitoring, forwarding, swapping, and hold and release. So nothing ever runs on its own. The manual ones only fire when you set them to. The last one we have in place is a monthly pay run. I handed a list of recipients and amounts and one shared memo. KeeperHub even then flags that the two payments share a recipient before it builds. The result is a single batch payout, 3 AlphaUSD payments, 450 total. You can see the 2 nodes that have been created here. Again, a manual node to trigger it. The payouts listed as such. The shared memo. Now, if we go to execute, all of them go ahead and settle together in one atomic transaction on Tempo. You can open that up to just verify. And here we see all 3. That's KeeperHub on Tempo. Describe the payment flow you need and run it reliably on chain. If you guys have any sort of questions, make sure to give us a ping.